start first with our Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a super cakey weekend. We're reopening the doors of the bakery. I'm dusting off my bakery hat. We have two big cakes to make this weekend. My grandma is turning 70, so we're making her 70th birthday cake. And my little friend, my friend's 1-year-old is, well, he's not one, he's turning 1. We have a 1-year-old's birthday party. Huge, big milestone, 70 and 1. So we've got a lot of work to do. I don't know if y'all can see all the cake stacked up back there. I'm well organized. We're gonna flow through the weekend so we can still enjoy both of the parties. So come with me as I reopen my own bakery for the weekend. Okay, so it's Friday at 10:30. The 70th birthday party is tomorrow at 7, and then the first birthday party is Sunday at 12, I believe. So we got plenty of time. I'm actually about to crumb cook these cakes before I leave to go to lunch. I have a lunch date at 12. I need to leave the house in about an hour. We'll say it like that. I want to show y'all some of the things I bought to put on top of the cakes. I have little ocean animals. This cute little one with the ocean. I love this. All this stuff came from Amazon, by the way. So cutie. And then, of course, for 70, got a 70. And then this says, happy 70th birthday, duh. So I was gonna go for crumb coating all of these cakes, but I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to get boards to put our 6-inch cakes on. So we're gonna have to wait. Thank God I'm headed out already, so this isn't like a deterrent in the middle of my day. So when we go out to lunch, I'll grab cake boards to put the 6-inch cakes on. So I'll put these back in the fridge and we'll just crumb coat, fill, stack our 8-inch cakes. They're gonna be two-tier cakes, 8-inch on the bottom, 6-inch on top. And then I have my little smash cake. Okay, so we're just gonna flip the cakes out onto the plastic wrap that they're sitting in. I'm gonna flip it back over. This gets kind of messy because my cakes are so moist. They're so moist. They always stick to everything. So level off the top. Throw the top to the side. And then I'm gonna stack this right on top of this one and move on. I don't do this with every cake I make, just when the cakes need to be stacked. Also, normally to keep things flowing when I'm doing something like this, and I have all these cake pans about to go, into the sink, I'll have my dishwasher empty. So the cake pans could go straight into the dishwasher. I just forgot to do that today, but that's also like a non-negotiable. An empty dishwasher. All right, that's our last one. My biggest pro tip actually is to not eat all the cake scraps. It's so good. We're good to go. We're ready to fill and crumb coat. Give me 2 seconds. Because I need to set up for TikTok too. I'm gonna film this for TikTok as well. We can get on to the fun part. I have 4 sticks of butter ready to go in here for 2 batches of buttercream. I don't know if I'm gonna need both batches because I'm not crumb coating all the cakes like I thought I was. So we'll just start with 1 batch of buttercream. And y'all know my buttercream is extremely simple. 1 pound of butter to 2 pounds of powdered sugar is always my ratio. Also, I'm gonna try to get some secondary footage on this camera. But over on the other side of the kitchen, we're gonna whip up our buttercream. We're gonna start first with our 8-inch cakes. This one first because it's just plain buttercream. We're gonna put a berry filling on the other one. And I know this looks very cake ordery, but it's not. They're not cake orders, technically. I'm so excited to make his little ocean under the sea cake. It's gonna be so fun. I haven't decorated a cake like that in a long time. I'm excited. All right, number 1 is done and dusted. It's crazy, no matter how big of a break I take from making cakes. I can do this in no time. It always comes to me so fast. I'm gonna throw on another batch of buttercream before we do the second cake. I brought you in close. Our second batch of buttercream is ready to go. I also did a little strawberry on the bottom. The strawberry layer, if you do it like this, it's gotta be really thin. And you need to really work, like kind of push, not hard, but push that strawberry jam into the cake so that when you put your buttercream on, it's not slipping and sliding around. Does that make sense? I'll show you. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of strawberry, not as much as you would think. And take my smaller, shorter spatula and really push it into the cake. See what I mean? Now our buttercream won't slip and slide. I'm also using a little ice cream scoop to do this, just so I have about the same amount of frosting in each layer. Those both iced up beautifully. Beautiful. Okay, wait, let me move y'all up. Okay, I know I said that I wasn't gonna start icing the 6-inch, I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm talking to you guys. I wasn't gonna start icing the 6-inch cakes because I don't have a board to put them on, which is true. I would normally like a bigger board, like this, but bigger, to ice the cakes that I'm stacking. You know what I mean? So I was gonna go to the cake supply store to get bigger boards since I'm going to be out for lunch. But I have still about 20 minutes before I need to leave. And that's another one of my hard, fast rules. Don't go out of your way to get something when you're already, my phone blowing up, ain't it? When you're already in the middle of doing stuff, because I can just use a cutting board. I'll ice one cake on this cutting board and then ice the other cake on this little board. It's really not big enough. It's gonna be a little hard for me to grip, but it'll be easier to ice it on this board than to go out of my way to get other stuff, you know what I mean? I think I have enough buttercream to totally ice this one 6-inch cake and then put the filling in the next one. And I'll put the filling in the next one and just, whatchamacallit, what am I trying to say? Saran wrap it so it doesn't dry out in the fridge. Okay, since we don't have enough frosting, I'm gonna just wrap this in saran wrap, the same plastic wrap that we had the cakes in, and stick it in the fridge. And it actually works out because this cake with this filling is so soft. It'll be easier to ice it, to crumb coat it once it's been in the fridge. So this is perfect. Best case scenario. Just make sure it's like airtight, even though it's not gonna be in there for that long. All right, this is how far we got with 2 batches of buttercream. Anyways, I'm not gonna show y'all how the dishes are piled up in the sink. And normally, regular me on a regular day would not even leave the house with dishes piled up in the sink like this. But my goal for the weekend, like I said, is to bake the cakes, but to still enjoy myself. So I'm headed to lunch, and have some drinks, some appetizers, and still have a good Friday in the midst of all the baking. So I'm gonna leave them dishes right there. And then when I get back, I'll address the dishes. I'm gonna call you back. All right, guys, we're on to day 2 of our super cakey weekend. This is my grandma's 70th birthday. I'm talking to you guys. Slow down. 70th birthday cake. My hair's done. My makeup is done. We're going to decorate the cake. I'm gonna get dressed and we're gonna go. Before we get to piping the cake, I'm gonna take you guys back in time to when I final coated and stacked the cake. Now we get to stack the cake up. I'm gonna stack it with some, these are literally gas station straws. They came wrapped. I'm gonna leave this middle one long and then go 4. You can pull them back up and you can see where the icing stops. Snip it and put it right back down. Very simple, not as complicated as it looks at all. Boop. Voila. Now you're all caught up to speed. We're gonna pipe, decorate the cake, and get out of here. All right, I have a general idea of how I want the cake to look. I'm not like hell-bent on one design over another. Here's another tip. I have a piece of clear tape marking off the bottom of this. Like, you know how they have the little tools that you can use so you get your ruffles even, but if you don't have that, if you have like a cookie cutter, and I just line this up to the top of the cake so they're all even. I hope that makes sense. We're gonna go big bubble border or shell border.
Shh. That's ready.
Now I got these really big gold sprinkles. I'm gonna add them in between the border pieces, and I'm gonna go in with some smaller ones as well. Same thing on the top with these bigger sprinkles. Little border in between.
Really?
Really?
It isn't. Yeah.
You watching me?
Yeah.
Okay, we got the cake topper in there, the 70. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more to the bottom and we're done. All right, that's our cake. One down, one more to go. Super busy weekend. I'll give you guys a better look at it like at the venue, but I have to go. All right, y'all, happy Sunday. We made it to the end of our cakey weekend. We have one more cake to knock out and then obviously attend the party. I'm fading, I'm tired. We partied all night last night for my grandma, but it was a great time. The cake was beautiful. The cake was gone in 2.5 seconds. So everything went well. Real quick, I'm gonna take you back in time. I've already final coated and started decorating the under the sea cake. About Portia and talking with them about their issues. We got this beautiful bright blue buttercream that's gonna be our base. I'm gonna add this first and then go in with like a darker blue around the base. To get this color, I used a dark blue with a lime green food coloring. Like a full drop of dark blue and just a pinch of the lime green. And I don't know if y'all can tell on camera, but it is like a really aquatic, tealy, bluey green. Like it's just green enough, you know what I mean? It's not like a flat sky blue. Not that it matters. It's not that deep, but it's not flat blue.
Who ate the donuts?
You.
Did you eat the donuts?
No, you ate the donut.
No, I didn't. You ate the donuts.
No, I didn't. Okay, zoom you in so you can see. I added these little pearls to the cake. The small ones, I kind of just threw them at the cake. And then I added in the bigger ones more strategically, I guess you could say, for more of the bubble effect. And we can stick it into the fridge. And we're gonna do the same exact thing to this one.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Now we have a bit of a deeper blue. Okay, that's our top tier. And I already did the same thing to the bottom. Okay, that's where we are. Now I'm gonna stack the cake so we can put the decorations, final touches on it, and we'll be done. All right, now you're all caught up to speed. We're gonna stack this cake the same way we did the one from yesterday, and we're rocking and rolling. Like, this is the home stretch. So we're gonna snip these off, same way we did yesterday. Simple, simple, easy peasy, okay? But then I don't want this to be too long.
Mom, what's this? I want to put my clothes on, Mom. Can I put my clothes on? Put my clothes on? Can you put my clothes on now?
All right, that was easy. That's the most stressful part. I'm going to put the cake topper on because I want to place all the decor around the cake topper. I flipped you around and put you over my shoulder, so hopefully y'all can see what's going on. Oops. I'm just placing things around the cake before I stick them to the cake and decide like where I really want them to go. You know what I mean? These little fishies are so cute.
I like that fish, Mom.
You like the fish?
Yes.
Me too.
I want to eat it too.
Mm,
Yes.
it's not time to eat it yet.
Mommy, I'm Martin. Let's go. Hi, Mommy. I'm Martin. Let's go.
I'm not really feeling these bubbles. Okay, I have a little whale. I'm probably just gonna stick him down on the bottom of the board. He's a little heavy and I don't want him to fall off the top of the cake. Like, I'm gonna be watching the octopus like a hawk to make sure it doesn't fall on the way there.
Yeah, I'm running.
Because we have to drive about an hour with this cake.
Mom, honey. Forever.
Okay, I got one more little whale. For some reason, he don't look like everybody else, but he gonna go on the cake.
Anybody else want?
Okay, I'm gonna go one candle on the cake board because I love a candle on the cake board. But he's gonna blow out the candle on his smash cake. I got this to go on his smash cake, so I just did one candle down on the cake board. Whoop, down there, because I love a candle on the cake board. I just think it's so cute. And just one candle, because he's just one. All right, that's our cake. I added a little bit of like sand and extra little bits and bobs. I think it's good. I think it's great. Get it in the fridge. We just have to survive the hour drive and we're done. We're done. We can relax. Cute. I almost forgot to show you guys the little smash cake. So cute. Okay guys, that's a wrap on our weekend. Taking cake orders over one weekend reminds me why I don't take cake orders. It's so stressful. It's fun, but it's stressful. It's a lot of pressure. But we made it, we did it, and at the end of the day, we had fun, all right? That is a wrap on this video. I'm so ready to stop talking. I don't want to see another cake. I want to go to bed. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you leave if this was your first time here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.